Hey everyone, Matron here bringing you another SC2 commentary, this time between two pro players, Huck and QXC. This is Game 3 of the Best of 5 semi-final round series between these two players. This is part of the IEM tournament being played this weekend in New York. Huck is down 2-0 in the series. QXC has won the previous two games on Steps of War and Metalopolis with some great drop play. Kind of pulling Huck's army all over the place. So we'll see if Huck is able to come back and force a Game 4 to this series. This is Scrap Station, a map unlike pretty much any other 1v1 map currently in the map pool. So could see some crazy play on this map. Again, the drop distance is fairly close, so just like on Metalopolis where we expected to see QXC taking advantage of drops, could probably do it here as well. looks like Huck's trying to make a deal with QXC. It says no more medevacs, no more drops. Though Huck is willing to give up the mothership for medevacs, so pretty even trade in my opinion. Huck's doing a standard harassment of SCVs, something he does versus all Terran players. And that's going to require QXC to pull off one, sometimes two SCVs to take care of this probe. Huck doing a great job, going to do damage to the SCVs while the probe has shields and then just run away until the shields come back up. Going into a standard 14 gateway and gas. I wonder if Huck actually really prefers the economical build of building lots of probes before the gateway, or if he just likes mashing the build probe button while he takes this first probe and does harass with it. QXC is going to come across with his SCV, see pretty standard play. Huck was talking about last game, both of them lost their initial scout. In fact, Huck lost his first and pulled some probes off the mineral line to kill QXCs. So I think he just wanted to get even. Huck's throwing down that cybernetics core. And looks like he's going to dance around here at the Zonaga watchtower with this probe. Huck again spreading the pylons out well so he can see all the drops which may be coming. Again, every pylon, every building placement is important in Huck's play. First zealot comes out and is going to track down this SCV. Looks like QXC is opened into a second barracks, just like the previous two games. And the first barracks gets that tech lab after the initial marine goes out. Looks like Huck is going to chrono out the stalker so we can finally take care of this SCV. This poor zealot's never going to catch it. And Huck's going for kind of the 1-1-1 build for Protoss. He's going to do gateway, cybernetics core, then robotics. So no second gateway this time before the robotics. Because of the land distance, he probably feels like he doesn't need to get that second gateway up right away. Looks like QXC is sending this marine all around, checking for proxy pylons, any sort of cheese. And he's going to use these marauders, 3 of them, and possibly send them out for some early pressure. Again, he likes to keep this SCV on the front lines, just so he has his options open, and throw it out a bunker if need be. Though that SCV is just one shot from death. Huck's going to push out 2 sentries here, so he may be thinking about walling off the front ramp here. It's a very wide ramp, so one force field is not going to be able to cut it if QXC moves in here. He's going to be able to get up that ramp. But we saw Huck use those force fields in Game 2 to really trap QXC's army and take them down after the force fields went up. So that's one thing you can do against this MMM ball, is limit the movement of those Marines Marauders so they're not able to kite. QXC going up factory, and looks like he's going to get an early expansion here. So throwing down the command center, see if Huck is able to scout that out. He does have his probe in here, down to 1 shot. Looks like these Marauders might finish it off. He's going to throw down a pylon, and he's possibly going to cancel that. Maybe he threw down that pylon hoping the Marauder would focus it instead of the probe. Looks like QXE is feeling a little bit of apprehension about what Huck might possibly do. That probe could have been the initial scout for an attack by Huck, so he's going to throw down a bunker here. And this is a good position for a bunker. It's going to protect both of these bases. Huck is pushing out with a fast Immortal, along with a number of Stalkers, Sentries, and a Zealot. And QXE has this watchtower, so he's going to be able to see this coming. Huck's going to throw up this expansion here. Huck did not see the expansion for QXE, so he's doing this all on his own. Throwing down a number of pylons here, still just on the 2 gateways. So 2 gateways and a robotics versus the 2 barracks and now the starport. Looks like the factory is on its way over. He did not make a tech lab or a reactor with that factory before sending it over. So he's going to try to get a scout in. Huck sees it and he's going to use these stalkers to try to take it down. Take it down to about 2/3 life. So again, this observer's coming in by Huck. Looks like QXE is going to see it and try to take it down, but some good micro on Huck's part here could save it. The scan's going to run out before the Marines can make it to the other side. So a waste of 300 minerals worth of mule in that scan, and he was not able to take down the observer. So Huck's going to be able to see this expansion and see this this bunker here and everything that QXE is going for. That was not much of a surprise, pretty much the same build as last time. QXE seems to be moving out this initial force. He does have 1 medevac up, so let's see if he does any sort of drop with these units here with this medevac while he pushes the front door with this Marine Marauder ball. The factory's coming in the back. It's going to see the robotics bay. So it looks like Huck has 4 gateways up and he's going to go into a robotics bay into Colossus play. Something you've seen him do quite a bit against this pretty standard Terran MM ball. Both players have their expansions up and running now. Huck actually has the advantage in workers 37-32. QXE is keeping himself in it with the mules. Huck again putting down pylons anywhere a drop could be coming in. So on this high ground, QXE tries to do a drop, and it looks like Huck's going to be able to see this with these pylons. He just warped in. He needs to react with his army. Here he comes. He's only pulling off a portion of his army, so he's keeping these zealots at the front gate just in case QXE tries some sort of 2-pronged attack like he did last time. It was actually a 3-pronged attack he attempted before. So it looks like QXE is going to take this medevac, try to get around the flank of Huck out in this space here. Quite a bit of space that things can be hanging out. Not sure where Huck's observer went. Looks like it's down here, spotting this army, making sure it doesn't move out. Medevac's dropped here. I think they're going to try to take down this pylon. They're going to be unable to. Just going to lose that medevac and the Marine Marauder. And that pylon got taken down to about half health, but there's 2 of them up there, so sort of a waste of a medevac. QXE is still flying around this factory. And it looks like QXE is going for a 3rd command center. Huck's pushing out here. He knows he can take this small force, and he's going to do a great job of force fielding there, and he's going to lose these units to these zealots. Just a few Marines in the back. Can they get away? Looks like he's just going to sacrifice them here. Stim's going to run out, and Huck could pursue, but instead he's going to break down these rocks. He knows he has an advantage, and he's going to push it now. Colossus come out. No thermal lance yet. Looks like he's researching it now. Saw him lose the first game. He attacked a little bit early before that thermal lance upgrade came out, and it could have cost him. So now moving through here. QXE throwing down another bunker and a missile turret, which is going to be good versus that Colossus, especially without the thermal lance upgrade. I'd like to see Huck wait just a few seconds more, maybe warp in a few more units. You want this thermal lance. He's going to back away. Looks like he's getting his 1 Colossus, and he's going to engage now. No thermal lance yet. We'll see if QXE is able to repel this attack. Looks going to try to focus down this bunker. He does. Medevac's healing up this Marine Marauder ball, and Huck's going to wait here. Not really sure why. He should be trying to focus down this missile turret with some stalkers, pull back, and then engage with that Colossus and take down the Marines Marauders here. Not sure what he's waiting for. He does have a second Colossus here, and maybe he's hoping to... Oh, it looks like QXC did a drop back in Huck space, so that's why he paused there. He was able to warp in 4 Stalkers to take it out, but QXC with some great pressure there, sort of a counterattack. He's got another full medevac. He's just going to use these medevacs. Anytime he's uncomfortable, he's just going to drop in Huck space and say, you know what, I'm going to make you uncomfortable too. So here comes a possible drop. Huck should be following this this medevac. It looks like he's going to go right to the natural here. Huck is going for this gold expansion and attacking here on QXC's front door. He's going to try to take down the missile turret. He needs to move these Colossus back. He looks like he canceled the thermal lance upgrade. That or QXC was able to kill it. So no thermal lance. The missile turret was able to take down one of the Colossus, and the Colossus are going to be focused down by these Vikings, and the tank was just popped out for QXC. QXC now has tanks out. If it's going to be a ground battle, you want to get some tanks. Now that these rocks are down, he's going to set up some tanks in this choke here. Has to land the Vikings, try to take down these last few forces. Looks like he's done this drop in the natural. Huck's warped in Stalkers and taken that down. QXC might have